Hey up peeps, welcome back to Old Yorkshire Git Tries. Final Fantasy 14 part 201, and we're starting the next scenario now, aren't we? Whatever it's called, Shadow something, is it Shadowlands, Shadowbringers or something like that? Yeah, fair play. Hang on, I'll have me brew. Cheers peeps. Oh lovely, it's all gone now though. Hey, new subscriber on BitChute. Don't know your name because it doesn't tell you on there, not like you can on YouTube, find out who they are. So whoever my 31st is, welcome. It's much appreciated. Thank you very much. Hope you enjoy it. Right, speak to Tattoo. You alright, Cocker? Ooh, what we got on here then? Yeah, it's his Shadowbringers. Shadowbringers orchestrion role. And a white oak weapon coffer. Oh, I might have a new bow. Right, accept. Itchy nose. Good news, Albert. We've had a stroke. Oh, a stroke of luck. I thought she'd had a stroke. Stroke of luck in our search for that beacon. For the bacon. She's been looking for bacon. Sorry, I'm in one of them moods today. Apparently our colleagues have stumbled across a hidden path leading into the hollows around the base of the Crystal Tower. A path I doubt we'd have ever found had the Ironworks and Sons not added their numbers to the party. Thanks to them, we have eager eyes aplenty down there, checking under rocks and peering into every nook and cranny. Oh, you can't beat looking into nook and cranny. Still, it sounds like there's. I'll get told off in a bit. Still, it sounds like there's a lot of ground to cover. Right, what will you say? Then we'd better go and give them a hand. Sounds like a tedious work, but it's not as tedious as work. Oh, now, we're all up for it, aren't you, Albert? Yeah, he'll do that one. My thoughts exactly. The sooner we find this bacon, the sooner you can travel to wherever it is this mysterious voice is coming from. The sooner we can work out how to help our friends. We have to find a way to wake them up before the Empire comes calling again. There's a boat in North Silvertier waiting to ferry people to the light. Let's be on our way. And off she goes. It's a bit bright out there today. It just makes the screen go dull. Right. Speak with the St. Koinak ferryman in North Silvertier, which is... How do I get there? Fly. Right. Do. Who's that one? Jean Dulaker, a Mackay scholar. Alright, Cocker. Wow, I like his horse. Why do I not get any of them? I think you can pay cash for them, can't you? I think, you know, buy them on websites and stuff. Well, I'm going to stick with me dragon because I'm a tight-fisted git and I don't believe in spending money where I don't have to. Where's this ferry then? Here he is. Doman Watch. Oh, don't tell me. No, I hope that's an old one. Heading to Servite. It's on the eastern shore. Swiftest way to be bought. Yes, oh thank God for that. Thought it was going to be another party group thing. It's only a Monday. I'd have to wait till bloody Saturday to get a team together. Oh, hey, oh, we've got Airy Builder. Ironworks Technologist, son of Coiner. Alright. Hey up, Tattoo. Got my new camera all mounted. I ain't started using it yet. We've got to figure out how to get it set up. Took me 4 hours yesterday to figure out how to use a bloody capture card. I was a bit pissed off because I watched 4 YouTubes and they all showed me how to do it, and I was doing it and I could not get my PlayStation picture up. I watched a 5th YouTube and he said, oh, and then when you've connected it up, download the software. And I thought, what software?
How many people there are? Should we get to it then? Pick up anything that seems the least bit device-like and we'll make ourselves a pile.
Pile of what?
Well, if it isn't the hero of the hour, maybe you'll change our look. We've found bugger all without you.
Biggs! Wedge!
Wedge. How's Red Squadron?
Aye, aye. Well, we could hardly say no to a call for aid from the Scions. Jesse called it the chief of some other business, so we'll be working twice as hard to make up for his not being here.
Thrice as hard, even.
Thank you, both of you. I'm sure we'll find that beacon in no time.
Yeah, no, I was saying about the capture card, and it said download the software. So I googled it, found it, downloaded it, which took like a minute.
I'm not seeing anything out here.
Working. So I was a bit pissed off that none of the other people I'd been watching on YouTube had told me.
Do you reckon you could squeeze in there, Wedge?
And get stuck halfway? No, thank you.
Tattoo could.
I could try if you like.
Told ya. Go on, Tattoo.
Taru, no! We couldn't ask you to do that.
Oh, I'll be fine.
Oh, she's game for anything, this little Tattoo.
Get her hands dirty.
I've seen the photos. What's Albert gonna do? What's he found? You gonna show us?
Sorry, I meant to say, the scholars haven't finished their preliminary assessment of the site yet, so we're not supposed to venture too far in. What's that you got there? Now that looks promising.
It's a cog. Gears of War.
Isn't that the Ironworks symbol? Counterfeiters?
Well,
Now I have you.
You are right.
What's happening?
Stay with me. Focus on my voice. Let expanse contract. Eon become instant.
Wait, this must be it. The device. Oh, this is supposed to happen.
Throw wide the gates that we may pass.
Oh, safe journey, warrior of light. Find our friends and bring them home.
ah. So it begins. Oops. My fault. Forgot to press the button. Anyway, how you all diddling? I hope you're all alright. This nice, typical May spring day. At least it's not raining. Hey. Dun 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 dun.
The dawn's light will shine again.
Oh, do not look at me so.
You're slaves to a tyrant! There's no freedom in that!
This is one battle you cannot fight. Away with you.
We did everything right. Everything that was asked of us, and still it came to this.
Should we have recognised who that was? Oh, who's this? He's not Minchfeld, is it?
Has
No.
not yet come.
Okay. What's happening? Is that Albert or? Nah. Confused. Shut it. I know what you're saying. Don't take much, I know. Oh, you got to have a giggle. Shame more people aren't like that, actually. Instead of going, oh, I'm offended. Piss off.
From endless dreams I awake. Something vague, yet urgent, calls me to action once more.
The graphics improved. Seem a bit sharper. Was it just me? I hope they got chocobos wherever we are. Hello. Oh, I have a toke on that.
Rare to meet someone out here who's not a peddler themselves.
Have a toke
You
on
into
this.
the wilds this time of night.
It's good shit. What do you mean this time of night? But it's as bright as day.
Well, if it ain't the oldest joke in the book. Me granddad, God rest his soul, used to tell that one to the barman at kicking out time. And when, pray tell, did we last have a dark night? You rotten old drunk, you, he'd reply.
Right, is eternal light then?
Over 100 bleeding years ago, that's when.
So I've got eternal light, then you've got eternal dark. not set the balance right, have we? Could be.
Got that look down to a T. I'd almost think you meant it. Ah, got to you, did they? Poor beggar. That
Sorry, I just altered the volume.
Well, I've roads to travel and wares to sell, but you best hurry along to the town nearby. Just head east through the trees and aim for the Shining Tower. You'll find the place soon enough. It's the biggest settlement for malms around. Go on now, friend. They'll take good care of you in the Crystarium.
Okay.
To dizzying heights it rises, the gleaming spire. Its tip threatening to pierce the blinding canopy. There, it will all begin anew. Between dark and light. The pure and the corrupt. The one true struggle.
Shadowbringers. Hooray! Right, well I completed that. I should have got some stuff. Hang on, let's have a look. I didn't get anything. Thought for completing. Oh, I don't know. Head to the Crystarium. Let's move that out of the way. Right, this way. Oh, I can't use my chocobo. I can't use my dragon. No. Yeah, I can't use it. Still got all my powers. Ah, is this the town, is it? Head to the Crystarium. Okay, we'll find out what's happening.
Halt!
What nice big ears you've got.
Every face in this city I know. Yours, I do not.
I'm
This is the
Albert.
threshold of the Crystarium, stranger, and I am its gatekeeper. If you would enter, you will answer my questions.
Fire away.
From where do you hail?
The source? Oh, Gridania. Wow. Gridania.
Do you take me for a fool? No such place exists. Had you given me an honest answer, I would not have barred your way. We care little here for a person's place of origin. But instead, you chose concealment. And I will not suffer you to pass.
I told the truth.
That one had eaten. It must have gulped down the whole hand, ring and all.
Oh no.
Everything all right, Captain?
Quite all right, my lord. Just a stray sin eater, and a weak one at that.
I see. Weak or not, we should be on the lookout for more.
Well, he's the one what called
But I
him,
see you've
innit?
met my guest. I will escort him to the Crystarium myself, if you've no objections.
Another of your mysterious friends, is it? I should have known. Very well. I'll inform the others your guest is to be given the run of the city. Pray
Hello,
forgive my
pretty
less than
lady.
cordial welcome. May the rest of your stay with us be a pleasant one.
Oh, Albert, put them baby blues away.
Come with me. I will answer whatever questions you have when we are somewhere more private.
Come on, fill me in.
Right then. Before we plunge into the wheres and wherefores, let me first thank you for answering my summons. I had intended to bring you directly to my personal quarters, but I fear my aim was slightly off. That you are still able to make the crossing unharmed is a great relief. And so, we come to the question of where. The realm in which you now find yourself belongs to one of the 13 reflections, or shards. The first, to be precise, even if its inhabitants are largely oblivious to the fact. As to wherefore, having been awarded the rather grandiose title of Crystal Exarch, I, in my capacity as caretaker of the Crystarium, thought to seek the aid of you and your companions.
So it's like the multiverse then. How the other signs here.
Ah, that is a question with no simple answer. But all shall be explained in
Well,
due
it
course,
is.
I promise.
Either they are or they aren't.
Let us begin with the glaring skies up above. Here in the first, the world has been all but consumed by primordial light. It began a century ago, by this realm's reckoning. A luminous flood swallowing everything in its path. More than 9/10 of this star was lost. And the fortunate few who survived are hounded by abominations born of that catastrophe even now. Sin Eaters, we call them. The creature you saw earlier was one such monstrosity. It was to save the first from this menace that I learn to bridge the rift between worlds, that I might call upon the aid of the greatest of heroes. And though it meant depriving a world of its champion, I had to try, for in saving the first, you would bring salvation to the source as well. But what manner of host harangues his guests in the middle of the road? Let us continue our talk within the Crystarium.
No idea what's happening. So where's the other Scions? Oh, they might not be here, but they might be here. Right, first things first.
Vibrant city.
Attune to the crystal.
The sole sanctuary for the living in a world all but resigned to oblivion. Each stone was laid with hope. The town itself a symbol. A monument to defiance in the face of death. No would-be hero could fail to answer its call. For who among us does not yearn for salvation?
Right, total new land then. Norvrant. Speak with the Crystal Exarch. Oh, there he is. Here we are. Welcome, my friend, to the Crystarium. Ah. Right. First things first. Inventory. Chest. Windfire wheels. Okay. Did I not get a bow or anything? No, no. Got those. Ah, did get a bow. +2. Equip. Retrieve materia. So we've got a materia guy here. What's he offering? Chest, gear, okay. Now a full and frank discussion in the privacy of my study would seem to be in order. I think our conversation would be more meaningful if we are first to gain a firmer grasp. I'd like you to visit a few of the civic leaders. Yeah, so wander around and have a look. The path will take you directly to an Aetheryte, a convenience which I'm sure you're too familiar with. Yeah. Being the rightful object of my summoning spell, you should in theory be able to reach all the way back along your etheric trail, find a connection in the source, believe it or not. Ah, right, so I can go home. Use it to get back and forwards. After you've done so, walk up the steps and head out to the left to arrive in the Mean. Here you'll find your collection of crafters and gatherers, as well as their spokeswoman. Katniss Everdeen. Another is Moran. To reach him and his cabinet of curiosity, you want to avoid the aforementioned steps. Take the exit on the left, so that's down that door. To the right. So that's the markets in there. Yeah, okay. Crystal clear. Ha ha ha. Very good. I concede the layout of the Crystarium owes more to historic necessity than planning. Alright, well shut up, piss off, will you? In all, yeah, whatever. As you discovered during your encounter with the captain, the people of this world are unaware of the existence of other stars and will struggle to accept the truth of your origin. So keep your gob shut. When they ask whence you hail, as they inevitably will, I suggest you claim to share a homeland with the Crystal Exarch. An unspoken rule here about peering too deeply into that particular mystery. When you're finished, meet me in the large courtyard at the centre of town. Okay. Let's go in. No point in buying any clothes if I'm going to get a... First things first, attune to the crystal. By focusing your sense, you detect the flow of a vastly distant currents of ether. Your connection to these energies is faint but stable and should allow teleportation to Aetherites in the source. Right, to the right was the markets, wasn't it? I want somebody who deals in materia. Still don't know what a summoning bell does. What's Braggy want? Braggy! New to the city, spinning head, eyes wide open. Welcome, my name is Braggy, master of these markets. Give me another official title, not about habit of using it, too florid by half. In any case, our merchants stock range of equipment for Galgants, such as yourself. What's that mean, tourist? I'm sorry, did you say Galgant? Aye, something wrong? Let's see if we can straighten this out. See those two in front of us? The shorter one is a Hume. The taller one is an elf. The fellow over there is a Galgant like you. Whilst the one with the horns is a Dran. And he's a whatever. Large scaly chaps with long tails. They're the Zun. Apparently not the name you know them by. Now I'm curious to know which far-flung region you hail from. Same as the Exarch E, well that explains it. You don't get much farther flung than that. We've had a few of your lot pass through in recent years. Despite their obvious learning, they floundered over the simplest things. Not to worry, should you find yourself confused by the local language or customs, I'll be here to answer your questions. Your exchange with Bragi has taught you about the peoples of the first. Right. So, what we got here? Retainer Vacate. Ah, Master Melder. Inventory. Equipped. White oak bow. So we'll go with critical hit. Can't. Direct hit rate. And again. Determination or skill speed. Skill speed. Lovely jubbly. Gemstone trader. Mender. Oh yes, need that doing. Thank you. Ethernet shard, get attuned to that. So what are those there then? Market boards. Let's have a look. Okay, can't use them. There's another one. Nope. Can't use either. Summoning bell. Let's go to the shops. Merchant. Sell some stuff. Split. got 16. I only need 6. So didn't mean to do that. Bugger. Right, try again. Savage aim. Split. That's 28, so if I could solve 20. Sell them ones. So ooh. Should be using that. Come on, select. Can't set it to hotbar. Cancel. That'll do for now. Material supplier. Nope. Anything else up here? Armourer. Yeah. Jeweler. Right. Okay. Maybe another time then. We've got one around here. Tune to the shard. How are we doing on time? 46. Thought I was meant to see somebody around here. That must be upstairs. Okay, can't do nothing around there. I could have sworn he said go through that gate. Right, I'm attuned to that one. Hang on. Here we go. Ethernet crystal. Get attuned to that one. She up top or around there? Here she is, Moran. Excuse me, sir, you recently come to the city and quite familiar with the civic roles. What I mean to ask is, have you brought any books with you? Literature is an obsession of mine as well as a profession. Librarian Moran at your service. Humble collection is known as the Cabinet of Curiosity. As your powers of perception have likely informed you, my colleagues and I are responsible for curating all manner of tomes, documents and other vehicles for the written word. As horrific as the loss of life and land brought by the flood unquestionably was, the damage to recorded knowledge was no less catastrophic. We few do all we can to preserve what wisdom has survived. But tell me, what brings you to the cabinet today? Looking for any title in particular? Mayhap a spot of academic research? So you've an interest in modern history. Splendid. A thorough review of recent events can often yield novel perspectives. I quite agree. If you'd prefer something visual, then I think I have an illustrated history book for children somewhere. Just a moment, I'll fetch it for you. And here we are. Would you like to pull up a chair? "100 years ago, or near enough, villains known as the Warriors of... Oh! Slew the Shadow Keeper, the Steward of Darkness. Oh, and I'm a Warrior of Light. Shit. I'm a villain. In the wake of this tainted deed, light began to pour into the world as if from unseen cracks. It pooled and swelled without cease until the day an almost blinding wave rose up and swept across our star. We call it the Flood of Light. Everything it touched was leached of life and vigour, leaving naught behind but a luminous wasteland." Yet just when it seemed that all would be lost, a saviour appeared before us. The Oracle of Light. She stood twixt us and approaching doom, and by her power did she stay the flood. Thus was Norvrant, and Norvrant alone spurred the fate of Eurasia. Tragedy would have her arrive in another form. From the blasted emptiness descended horrors of strange and terrible aspect to bedevil the few folks who survived. Sin Eaters were light incarnate, and their fulgent presence stole the night from Norvrant's sky. Even now they circle the remaining bastions of civilization, ever on the hunt for us, ever hungering for our flesh. Excuse me, COVID. And thus did the world become what it is. Should you ever wish to hear the tale again, I would be glad to retell it to you. Not a lot to remember, love. Would you rather I speak of other matters? That too would be my pleasure. Sure it would. Right. Got of those little pin marker things here, and I don't know what they do. Very nice. Right, I've got to remember where to go now. That's down here. No Ethernet crystals down this way. Oh, it looked like you could get through there. Right, back up then. Nope. Guess we gotta go up the stairs. on. Can't go that way. Merchant and lender, lever mate, script exchange, Ethernet. Lisa's right fit. Oh. Recording node. What the hell's that? Right, we'll speak with Katniss. Rare to see a place so well stocked, but not here. Oh, hello, pretty lady. Hello, pretty lady. I'm going to guess you're new to our first city. Well, for what it's worth, you've chosen a fine sanctuary. The Exarch can throw up a barrier if the Cineators come knocking, so it's a damn sight safer here than it is out there. Safer and more civilized too, thanks to us in the mean. We work together to procure materials and resources and craft the goods which make life possible. Place to visit if you need a coat mended or a kettle forged. Just don't go thinking it'll be handed to you on a plate. Here in the Crystarium we work for a living. Though I see you're no stranger to honest labour. You don't have that whiff of indolence about you like some folk I've met. Still, I can't quite pin down your profession. Where are you from? One of Exarch's countrymen, you say. I see. I'll work twice as hard to make you feel welcome. Our city wouldn't even exist if it weren't for him. It's really quite incredible when you think about it. They say his grand magic summoned the Crystal Tower into existence, pulled the entire thing out of thin air. It wasn't long before droves of refugees began congregating around its base, desperate for shelter after losing their homes to the flood. And that's how the Crystarium began. At the Exarch's invitation, buildings started going up, and with the help of some curious relics brought forth from the tower, the place gradually expanded into the thriving metropolis you see today. The city stood here for decades now, yet the eldest among us swear the Exarch looks exactly the same. He is indeed a man of many mysteries, but for all his secrecy, he has never yet let us down. So if he and you wish to remain silent about your homeland, then the folk here will respect your wish for privacy. I am, however, more than a little curious to see any crafting talent you might be hiding. If you ought to contribute on the front, be sure to come back and visit me once you've had a chance to settle in. I ain't got no crafting talent, love. I ain't bothered with all that shit. Just ask for Katniss and you'll find a niche here in the crystal. I'll find you a niche here in the crystalline mean. I'm not bothered about that. Life in the Crystarium. Right. And that is where we'll finish today. Before we move on. Right. Cancel. Right. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Well, it's a bit boring today, wasn't it? We're not doing much, but I'm sure we'll get into it next time when we go back and meet him and find out about the Scions. So, if you've enjoyed it, don't forget to like and subscribe. Pass it on to your mate, share it with your friends. Tell them to go and watch this stupid bastard play this game. Anyway, till tomorrow, peeps. I'll see you then.